Okay, we're on the last portion of our tic-tac-toe game. We've already coded our .h and our .cpp file. Let's put this all together in main and call it a day. All right, so the first thing I need to do is include my header file. My header file is tttgrid.h. There we go. And I was showing you there's a different way of doing this. Rather than using namespace std all the time, if you just import the ones you're going to need, it's a little bit more efficient. So I'm probably going to need cin, I'm going to need cout, and I'm going to need inline. Alright. Okay, I've got a cout statement for my tic-tac-toe. I need a couple of variables. First of all, I need my object. I'm going to call it game because this is our tic-tac-toe game. I need to know what the user is, their choice is. Okay, now their choice, even though they're going to be entering a number 1 through 9 to represent where they want to move in this game, I'm still going to have their choice be a character. That way it gives us the value 1 as a character, which actually has a different value than just the number 1. It's not the ASCII value of 1, it's like 76 or something. I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, now I want this to repeat to allow them to play at least 9 times because there's 9 values in it. So I may as well just do a for loop that goes 9 times. Break out of the for loop if we lose. Alright, so this will let us play, let us move 5 times. Oh, I got to get my cute little cout statement. That's got to go in my loop. That way it says tic-tac-toe in the upper part of the game. Okay, oh, I do want to show you another command. This doesn't work on every single compiler, but it works on a lot of them. If I want to clear the screen, I can do a CLS, and this will work on pretty much any Windows machine. I don't know those of you who are programming on a Mac. If you're doing Linux, you could do a system clear, and that should work on Linux or possibly Mac computers. If you're in Replit, use this one. If you're on a Windows machine, use this one. So I'm going to comment this one out because I'm on a Windows machine right now. But that'll clear the screen. That way we don't have, you know, a whole feed of all these tic-tac-toe games. It'll just look like it's all in one window. Alright, so tic-tac-toe. I've got it saying tic-tac-toe, and I need it to show where to go. So I'm going to do a cout statement for the game. Now what that's going to do is that is going to call our extraction operator and display our game. Let's just see what it looks like right now. Dun, 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 dun. I've never used choice, but that's okay. And we can see that, hey, there's my cute... Oh, I'm off a little bit. Look at that. I gotta fix that, don't I? So there's my bar. I need a bar at the beginning of every line. So I need to put this cout statement inside the for loop. All right, let's go back and do that really quick. So that is my grid. There it is. So let's put this guy inside this first for loop. That way it prints out that character on every single line. Okay, let's see if that looks any better. Oh, that is cute. Look at that cute little tic-tac-toe grid. And this actually went 9 times, but you can't see it because I cleared the screen each time. Okay, let's have them enter in their value now. So I've got my cout statement for the game, and then I want it to say whose turn it is. So if it's player 1's turn, I want it to say player 1's turn, or X's turn, excuse me. If it's O's turn, I want it to say O's turn. So I'm going to do a cout statement for that. First I need an inline, and then I'm going to say game.getCurrentPlayer, so that will say X or O depending on whose turn it is. And then I want it to say space turn, colon space. But I want it to display apostrophe S. That way it's X's turn or O's turn. Remember, there's an escape sequence to do that. I'm going to do a slash single quote, and that will display a single quote. And then I'm going to put an S, so it will say X's turn. Oh, beautiful. And then it'll say O's turn on O's turn. Okay, then we're going to allow them to do a CN statement for whatever choice they have. Once they do that, we can move by calling our game.selectMove function and send it the choice. Then all I have to do is see who wins, and I am totally done with this program. Okay, if game dot, what did we call it? Has one? Has one. If game dot has one, that means we can say, we could tell them who wins. Game, see how do I say X wins? Game dot get current player. That works. Wins. Oh, I need a space in there. So it'll say X wins, and it will be dependent upon whatever player it is. Then I'm going to break out of the loop, and if I haven't won yet, that's when I want to switch players. So that's assuming I didn't win. So if I did win, it's not going to switch players, it's just going to break out of the loop. Otherwise, I'm going to switch players, so it's now the opposite person's turn. What did we call that method? Oh, there it is. Switch player. Love the IntelliSense on this. Okay, let's test this out. See if our game actually works. This is like one of those classic things you have to program at least once as a programmer. Oh, cute. Look, it says X's turn. Huh. All right, I'm going to move at position 1. Now it cleared the screen, and now it says O's turn, and it put my little X there. So I'm going to make O go right next to him. Now it's X's turn. Now it's O's turn. I think X is going to win because I intentionally didn't want this to go too long. X wins! Yay! Now I haven't actually tested out that win. So do me a favor and test your diagonal, test up and down. If it's coming up with some sort of logic error where you're getting 3 in a row and not winning, let me know, because I actually didn't think through that logic all that well. I just kind of was programming that one really on the fly. Ended up a lot better than the way I had planned originally. All right, hopefully you don't have any errors and your tic-tac-toe wins smoothly, and we will see you in class.